A very good morning, students, and welcome back to the statistics class. Today, we will be learning about quantity index number. Okay, so in the beginning, when I was explaining the introduction about index number, I told you the relatives. Okay, there are relatives in index number. So when you say relatives, which are the relatives that are there? Okay, I said about relatives. One second. I said about relatives. Okay, when you say relatives, which are the three things that come? Price relative, quantity relative, and value relative or expenditure relative. Okay, that means the whole value or the whole expenditure of a particular commodity. Okay, the whole value of a particular commodity is nothing but the price into the quantity per unit of that particular item or the commodity. So in this, we have already learned about the price index. When you say index number, the relatives of price index number, we already learned about the price index number. Okay, the second one under this is we have to learn about the quantity index number. So new price index number here, what we learn, we focus only on the price. Okay, what we do, we focus only on the price of that particular commodities and we assign the particular weights when it comes to weighted method ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು weights ಅನ್ನು assign ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, where we assume quantity of the base or the current year or both as weights. In quantity index number, what happens is we give importance to the quantity. That means we study the changes that is happening on the volume of goods. Okay, production ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ, okay, when the goods has been produced or manufacture ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ, or when it is consumed by the consumers. Okay, not only during the production, a quantity, a particular product, a per unit value, okay, ಯಾವಾಗ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ consumers, even that has to be studied with the help of the base and the current year quantity. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? We focus on the quantity of that particular product, a particular item. So here in quantity index number, we study the changes, okay, the relative changes that is happening on the volume of goods, okay, whether it is produced or whenever it is consumed by the consumer in the current period, okay, that is Q1 as compared to the base period, andre Q0. Okay, so in price relative, we study the changes that is happening between the prices of the commodities. Different commodity prices changes notteve, okay, between the base and the current year. Whereas in quantity index number, we study the changes that is happening between when the goods has been produced or when it is being used or when it is consumed by the customers, between the base and the current period. And in this method, in this quantity index number, we assign prices as weights. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? Prices ಅನ್ನ weights ಆಗಿ ಇರ್ತೇವೆ. In price index number, we used to take it as P1 Q0 divided by P0 Q0 into 100. One formula I'm taking, where we are giving importance to the prices. Okay, ಮತ್ತೆ quantity ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು weights ಆಗಿ consider ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. In this quantity index number, we are reversing it. Okay, ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿಗೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಬರೀತೇವೆ? Q1, okay, divided by Q0. Whereas ನಾವು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ವೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. So we will apply that prices of base year or the current year. Whenever whichever method we apply, ಆ particular method ಗೆ ಯಾವ weights ಅನ್ನ apply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ apply ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. This is just an example. That means we are reversing, okay, instead of prices, we are taking quantity as an index number, whereas prices will be taken as, that is the difference between price index and the quantity index. So in price index, we give importance only for the prices of the commodities in compared with the base and the current year, whereas in quantity index number, here the importance is given that the changes that is happening when the goods are consumed or when it is manufactured as relation with the base and the current year. Okay, so in this also quantity index number we have various method. ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ price index ಅಲ್ಲಿ different methods ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Okay, in this also we have one method, under that we have sub 5 methods. So now price index ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು under weighted price index ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು weighted aggregative method ಅನ್ನ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. So in this also, in this quantity index number also, we have this method, weighted aggregative index number, where we have to learn. In price index, we learned about Laspey's price index, Pastier's price index, Marshall and Edworth price index, Darvish and Bowley's method, and Fisher index number. Okay, so ಈ 5 methods ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಈ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, that is under quantity index ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಕಲಿತೇವೆ. The reverse, the formula will also remain the same as I explained, only the quantity and the price will be reversed. Okay, so in this method we will, in the first method, that is under weighted aggregative index number, we have to learn this method, and under this method we have 5 methods. So the first method is Laspey's quantity index number. So we are focusing on the quantity here, so we will be writing as Laspey's quantity index. So when you go to the previous method, that is Laspey's price index. Okay, Laspey's price index alli we were considering the quantity of the base year Q0 as weights. Okay, now ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, Laspey's price index ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು quantity of the base year ಅನ್ನ weight ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. Okay, so in quantity index number, 1 second students. Okay, in quantity index number ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, we are focusing on the quantity. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ price index, Laspey's price index ಅಲ್ಲಿ formula ಎಂತ, summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0. Okay, now price index ಗೆ focus ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, quantity ಅನ್ನು weights ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. In quantity index number, we are assuming price of the base year as weights. We are assuming price of the base year. Base year price ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, weight ಅನ್ನ consider ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. The formula what happens here, ಈ P ಇದನ್ನು ಈಚೆ ಬಂದು Q ಈಚೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. The reverse will happen here. We give importance to quantity, so it will be summation Q1 P0. So the P0 will be weights here. Okay, divided by summation Q0 P0 into 100. Okay, no changes in any of the formulas. Only the problem is we have to reverse it. That means P, wherever there is P, we have to write Q, and wherever there is Q, we have to write P. So I was focusing when I was explaining you price index number, that is Laspey's, Pastier's, all these formulas I was repeating again and again. Why? So that if you remember that formula, it is easy to know this formula also. So if I ask you what is Laspey's quantity index formula, what is the formula? It is nothing but summation Q1 P0 divided by summation Q0 P0 into 100. That is Laspey's quantity index. Second one, Pastier's quantity index. So now in Pastier's price index, what was the weight that was assigned? Okay, in Pastier's price index, we were assigning quantity of the current year, that is Q1 as weights. In this method, that is Pastier's quantity index, we are assuming price of the current year as weights. Okay, only the reverse, that is in that we are assuming quantity of the current year. In this method, that is quantity index, we are assuming price of the current year as weight. So what is the formula again? So it will be summation Q1 P0. Okay, summation Q1 P1 divided by summation Q0 P1 into 100. So we are giving importance to the quantity, and we are assuming the price of the current year as weights. Okay, that is the difference between price in Pastier's price index and Pastier's quantity index. Formula is the same. You have to just reverse. Instead of instead of P, we have to write Q, and instead of Q, we have to write P. Okay. Next method is Marshall and Edwards price index. What is Marshall and Edwards method? Here what we consider the quantity of the base and the current year. Okay, we take the average of it. Now in ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್, ಅದರದ್ದು ಆವರೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಇನ್ ಮಾರ್ಷಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಡ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ನಾವು ಇದರದ್ದು average ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. We take the average of the prices of base and the current year. So if you see the formula here, okay, if you see the formula, summation Q1 P0, okay, what is the formula under price index? Price index ಅಲ್ಲಿ formula ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, summation P1 Q0 plus summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0 plus summation P0 Q1. ಇದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಾರ್ಷಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಡ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ಆ 1 0 ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುದು ಯಾವುದು, ಪಿ ಇದ್ದದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, Q0 ಇದ್ದದನ್ನು P0 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಫೋಕಸಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಯರ್, price of the base and the current year. So what will be the formula under Marshall and Edwards quantity index number? It is summation Q1 P0 plus summation Q1 P1, quantity of the base current year and the price of the current year, divided by summation Q0 P0 plus summation Q0 P1 into 100. So if you see both the formulas, it is same. Only the problem, change that has happened is, instead of P, we have written as Q, and instead of Q, we have written as P. So no change in the formula, no changes in the signs. Okay, e plus sign hegide hangene illi baribe. No change in dividing, multiplying. Only changes happens as you have to write, instead of P, you have to write Q. Instead of Q, you have to write P. Okay, that is the difference between price index and the quantity index. Next method is Darvish-Bowley's price index. So if you see the formula here again, okay, it is the same formula as price index. The change has happened between the price and the quantity. So now ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, we are taking both the last price quantity index and the past chase quantity index formula. So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು last price index and quantity index, past chase price index ತಗೊಳ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ Darvish and Bowley ಅಲ್ಲಿ we are taking the average of both last price quantity index and past chase quantity index. So now ಇದು ಎರಡು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೋಡುವಾಗ, okay, this is last price quantity index formula and this is past chase quantity index formula. So in short, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ formula, that is half of Q01 of last price into quantity of the base and current year under past year. Okay, I don't want to confuse you all with these formulas because it is similar. And the last method is Fisher index number. Okay, again in Fisher index number, we are taking the geometric mean. Darvish and Bowley ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು arithmetic mean ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. That means we were adding. Whereas in Fisher index number ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು we are taking the geometric. That means we are multiplying and then taking the square root of the values of last price and past chase. So illi kuda now we are taking the geometric mean of last price quantity index and past chase quantity index number. Okay, are you all there, students? You are listening to my class? Is my voice audible? Any doubts in the formulas? You can ask me. We'll move out the problems later. Okay, it is very easy. In this quantity index number, you do not have to study various methods. We have to study only last price, past chase, Marshall-Edwards, Darvish and Bowley's, and Fisher index number. So if you know these 5 methods, you can easily work out. So in the problem, they will give you, okay, in the problem, they will ask you calculate quantity index number and they will give you a table, okay, and you have to calculate all the methods. Okay, if they ask you for 10 marks, you have to calculate all the 5 methods. Okay, so I have given a problem here. On the basis of the following information, calculate quantity index number. Calculate quantity index number. Okay, are you all there, students? Are you all listening to my class? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, on the basis of following information, we have to what? Calculate quantity index number. Okay, so when you say quantity index number, we will calculate all the methods, all the 5 methods. Yella 5 methods and now calculate manual. So when you see this table, you may get confused whether to calculate under price index or the quantity index. So I said it is same. Only difference is there we were focusing on the prices and here we will be focusing on the quantity. As they were asked us to calculate quantity index number, we will take the values of the quantity and we will be calculating all the 5 methods, that is last price, Pastries, okay, Marshall Edworth, Dorbish and Bowley's, and Fisher index number, okay, or ideal index number. Okay, I've already done the table here. Okay, we need the items, we need price of the base year because it is used as weight, quantity is required, price of the current year is also required because that is also required as weights, quantity of the current year is also required. So first one is we have to calculate all the 5 methods. So namge ella 5 methods ಬೇಕು. So now Lasprey's method, Pastier's method, Dorbish Bowley, Marshall Edworth, Fisher index ಬರುವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ Lasprey ಮತ್ತೆ Pastier's formulas ಬೇಕು. So what are the things that we have to calculate as per the formula is we have to calculate Q1P0. I'll write the first formula, that is Lasprey's method, okay, and Pastier's method. In Lasprey's, what is the formula? Summation Q1P0 divided by summation Q0P0 into 100. So if we need summation, we need the values of Q1P0, Q0P0. So I have already written here Q1P0, Q0P0. And the Pastier's, what is the formula? Summation Q1P1 divided by summation Q0P1 into 100. Okay, so we need Q1P1 written here, and also we need Q0P1. So in the other formulas we require all the 4 informations. Okay, so we will calculate each value separately. Okay, start calculating, students. Q1P0 means what? You have to multiply the quantity of the current year into the price of the base year, that is 80 into what is the price for the first product? It is 4. What is the answer? Yes, good, 320. Second one yes, Ankita, Ashil, Kushi, okay, 980. Good. I want everyone to calculate. Yes, next one. It is same, students, no difference. Here we are focusing on the quantity. 270. Okay, good. What is the total of this? Total of this? Okay, good. 1570. Okay, next Q0P0. Calculate Q0P0. How will you calculate Q0P0? It is 75 into the price of the base year, that is 4. What is the answer? Okay, 300. Good. Second one, 875. Good. Next one, next one, 40 into 9. Good, 360. Find the total of this. Total of that. Yes, good, 1535. Okay, next one, Q1P1. How to find Q1P1? We have to take 80 into 5. 400. Okay, good. Second one, 840. Okay, good. Next one. Okay, good. 240. What is the total of this? 1480. Good. Next, last one. Q0P1. Okay, Q0 into P1. Multiply 75 into 5. 375. Good. Next one. 125 into 6. 125 into 6. Good, 750. Okay, and the last one, 40 into 8. 40 into 8, 320. Find the total of this. 1445. So you know how to calculate this. Okay, same how we are calculating in price index number. No changes. Okay. Here we are focusing on the quantity. So we will be taking the values of quantity of the base and the current year. Okay, wherever the price of the base year is required as weight, we take as weights. And wherever the price of the current year is required, there we will multiply the price of the current year. Okay. Now first thing is we will calculate under last price. Okay. Okay. So what is the formula? Summation Q1 P0 divided by summation Q0 P0 into 100. What is the value of summation Q1 P0? It is 1570 divided by, what is the value of Q0 P0? 1535 into 100. So we have to divide it and then multiply. Okay, you are getting, okay, everyone got 102.28. Yes, it is the right answer. Okay, similarly, find out for the purchase. We have to calculate purchase quantity index. What is the value of summation Q1 P1? 1480 divided by 1445. That is summation Q0 P1 into 100. What is the value you get? 102.42. Okay, this is the answer you all got. Good. Okay, now we will calculate next method, that is third method. Marshall and Edgeworth quantity index number. Okay, what is the formula? The formula is summation Q1 P0 plus summation Q1 P1 divided by summation Q0 P0 plus summation Q0 P1 into 100. Okay, we have to substitute the values. So we have already calculated. So summation Q1 P0. What is the value of summation Q1 P0? 1570 plus summation Q1 P1. Okay, summation Q1 P1 ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. What is the value? It is 1480. Okay, divided by summation Q0 P0 1535, and also we need Q0 P1 1445. Why we are doing it like this? Why we are doing it like this, students? Because we are taking the both price of the base and the current year or weights. Okay, we are taking the average of both the price of the base and the current year. So we are writing the values like this. Okay, add first 1570 plus 1480. What is the answer you get? Yes, good, Kushi, you got 3050. Correct. Divided by, add 1535 plus 1445. Yes, good, Kirtana, you got 2980. Good. Into 100. Now first divide these values, that is 3050 divided by 2980, then multiply with 100. What is the value you get? Okay, you're getting 102.35. 102.35. Good. This is the answer. Okay. Okay. Some have got 3, 4. It is not a problem. You can, some have rounded it off. Some have not rounded it off. That is not a problem. Okay. The 102 should be right. Okay. Next method is Darvish and Bowley's method. Okay, under quantity index. Okay, do not forget this quantity index. So as you have already calculated last price and past chase, ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ already last price ಮತ್ತೆ past chase calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. So we will write the short formula, that is quantity of the base and the current year under Darvish and Bowley is equal to half, okay, half, open the bracket, quantity of the base and the current year under last spray. So what we are doing here, we are taking the arithmetic mean, that is add, okay, quantity of the base and the current year under past year. So now in Madhva, we'll take the short formula because we have already calculated last praise and past years. We can take those values here. Suppose if they directly ask you separately, okay, so in the next problem I will explain. There you have to write the full formula. Okay, you cannot write this short formula. Okay, so as we have already calculated the values of last praise and past year, we will take those value itself. So that is equal to half. Okay, now we'll find the value of this last praise and past years. We will calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, that is 102.28 and 102.42. ಇದೇ values ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ. 102.28 plus 102.42. Now, do you have to multiply with 100 once again? No, because the values whatever you have taken for quantity last spray and past day, you are already multiplied with 100 and you have done. Okay, so you do not have to multiply it once again. Once puna multiply by 100 ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. So ಯಾಕೆ ನೀವು already multiplied by 100 value ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. Okay, so now what you have to do, first you have to add this 102 plus 0.28 plus 102.42. What is the answer you get? Okay, you are getting 204.7. 204.7. Okay. Okay, half into 204.7. Now multiply with half, or you divide directly by 2. Okay, either you can multiply by 1 by 2 or 2.4.7 divided by 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು same answer ಬರುತ್ತೆ. What is the answer? 102.35. Okay, so like this you have to calculate Darvish and Bowley. So what you have to do, first you have to add the last praise value and the past year's value, and then you have to multiply with 1 by 2, or you have to directly divide by 2. You will get the value of Darvish and Bowley's quantity index. Now, last one, the final one under Fisher. So Fisher ali hege madudu? So what we are taking the geometric mean. That means we are taking the square root of the last praise and the past year. So Q01 under last spray into Q01 under past year. Okay, so now we have already written here the values. Okay, square root of 102. So same values of last spray ಮತ್ತೆ past year ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ into, ಯಾಕೆ into, we are taking the geometric mean. Okay, 102.42. first multiply ಮಾಡಿ 102.28 into 102.42 ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ value? What is the value you get after you multiply? Okay, ನಿಮಗೆ 10,475.52 ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, after you get this value, take the square root of this. What is the answer you get? You should get the same answer as Darvish and Bowley's. Okay, 102.3. You will get the same answer for Darvish and Bowley and Fisher index number. So did you all understand how to work out? Is it easy or is it difficult to understand? Easy then difficult? Okay, quickly we will work out one last problem where we have to calculate only two methods, that is Darvish and Bowley's method, Fisher index number. So ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ information ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, price expenditure of the base and current year, even the price and expenditure of the current year ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು first ನೋಡಬೇಕು, price ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, expenditure ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. I have given you the expenditure. What you need here? You need what? You need quantity. ನಿಮಗೆ quantity ಬೇಕು. So how will you find out quantity? How will you find out quantity? So you have to divide expenditure by the price. You have to divide expenditure by the price. If you divide expenditure by the price, you will get the value of quantity. So that means, hege first one, 40 divided by 2. You have to divide. Yani ಇಲ್ಲಿ expenditure ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ expenditure ಅಂದ್ರೆ final. That means expenditure is equal to price into quantity. Okay, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬೇಡ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಬೇಕು. Okay, to find quantity we have to divide expenditure by price. When you bring this side, you have to divide. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ value of the quantity ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so quickly we will find out the answer. Okay, I've already written here. So next one, 40 divided by 20, that divided by 2, it will give you 20. Second one, 16 divided by 4, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? 4. Okay, next one, 10 divided by 1, it is 10. 25 divided by 5 is to sigute 5 5s are 25, so you will get 5. Similarly, current year idu expenditure kottidene, first divide madbeku. 75 divided by 5 means 15. Okay, what is the answer? 15. Second one, 40 divided by 8. 40 divided by 8, 5. Good. Third one, 24 divided by 2. Yes, 12. And last one, 60 divided by 10. It is 6. 10 6 are 6. How? Good. 60 divided by 10. 10 ones are 10 6 are. So answer is 6. Okay, I've already written the values here. I have only 5 minutes left. Quickly give me the answers. Okay, first you have to find Q1 P0, Q0 P0, Q1 P1, Q0 P1. Why we have to calculate? Because we have to calculate Darvish and Pauli and Fisher index. Namge alli last predu past predu eradu values be. So we have to calculate all the four. First one, give me the answer for the first one. 30, good. Second one, 20, good. Third one, 12, good. Last one, 30. Okay, find the total of this. 30 plus 20, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 92. Okay, good. Next one, Q0, P0. What is the answer for the first one? Quick students, is 40. Good. Second one, 16. Third one, 10. Okay, good. Next one, 25. Okay, find the total of this. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, 91. Okay, good. Next one, Q1 into P1. Multiply Q1 into P1. 5 into 15. 75. Second one, 40. Good. Next one, 24. Okay. And the last one, 60. Good. Find the total of this. 199. Okay, good. And the last column. Good students. Come on, fast. 100. Okay. 32. Okay. 20. Correct. Okay, 50. Find the total of this. 202. Good. Now apply the formula. Start calculating. Okay, I'll apply the formula here. Now I have asked you to calculate Darvish and Bowley's and Fisher. As we have not calculated Lasperi ಮತ್ತೆ past ನಾವು calculate ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, so ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ full formula ಬರೆಯುವ. ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ quantity of the base and the current year under Darvish and Bowley is equal to half Q1 P0 divided by Q0 P0 plus Q1 P1 divided by Q0 P1 into 100. So our separate ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಈ full formula ಅನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Okay, now apply the value. Q1 P0, what is the value? 92. So half divided by 91 plus, okay, it is 199 divided by Q0 P1 value is to 202 into 100. Okay, so 92 divided by 91, what is the value? 92 divided by 91. 1.011. Okay, plus we have 199 divided by 202. 0.985. Okay. Okay, here what you have to do? Here you have to multiply with 100 because ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ point convert ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ into 100 ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? into 100 ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. First add this values. 1.011 plus 0.985 ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? What is the answer between? 1.995. Okay, into 100. Okay, now multiply into 1 by 2, then you multiply with 100. Multiply 1.995 into 1 by 2 into 100. What is the answer you get? 99.8. Okay, this is the answer for Dorpich and Bowley. Similarly, you have to calculate for Fisher index number. Okay, the time is already, it will be disconnected now, students. I'll send this problem. Try to work out under Fisher index number also. Okay, so if you have any doubts, I may be fast also sometimes. Okay, if I am fast, you can let me know, students. If you didn't understand also, you can ask me. Okay. Yes, students, try to work out under Fisher index number also and give me the answers tomorrow. Okay, students. Any doubts? Any doubts till now in the formulas or anything?